Alright, so we're back with some more Persona 5 Tactica. Well, you know, we stopped the wedding, we saved Yusuke as well as Makoto, or at least we should have anyways, though we don't actually have access to them just yet. Probably similar to the lines of Ryuji and Haru. I still don't know in what world I would make Haru weird. This kind of still, you know, it's kind of sticking to the theme of Persona 5 because, for those of you that played Persona 5, I don't, maybe it was just me, but Haru was not that good. Like, I think it's more so due to the fact that the reflection barriers she had were nerfed. Because in the older games, it would actually cover your whole party, so you'd only have to use one use, and you'd have your whole party covered for either physical or magical. So that being nerfed down to single target definitely did not do her any favors, among other things. But that's not what we're here for. Hideout stuff, is there a new quest?
Which
There
should
is
we
no
choose?
quest.
Until next time.
Okay, replay, don't really care, shop. We might have new
There's lots of
stuff.
things to buy here.
Nah, we don't have any new stuff yet. As
Stop
soon
by
as
anytime.
Yusuke and Makoto join, it'll probably be... Really, did we do everything right at the end? Did I spend all my skill points and whatnot? Maybe, maybe not. Kind of looking like I did, more or less. Alright, then. So I'm just going to assume that I don't need those cogs anymore, which is kind of weird that they gave them to me the way that they did. That's okay. I think that's about as strong as we made those personas, at least that we can make them for the time being. So let's just go ahead and go on the mission then, sure, why not? I mean, maybe we'll actually have the Marie boss fight now, because presumably we'll
brought
have...
you back here. Thank you. I appreciate the update.
I'm not sure how much I'm gonna like Yusuke here. He did have 7 movement when he was an enemy, though, which is extremely good. It's right up there with Morgana in terms of just being able to get around the field. And of course, when you get the once more, you extend your movement by that much, which is really good.
First things first. I'm sorry. I was too careless out there, and you suffered for it.
Well, you know, it's fine, you know, it was the
My
first time
apologies
seeing
as
it.
well. I promise I'll find a way to make up for such a shameful blunder.
Yeah, you know, you're probably going to be on the bench. Like, we have yet to even use you yet, so maybe it's a little too early for that, but you might.
Who should be sorry. You two have nothing to feel bad about.
Freeze just is not that good so far in this game, at least for the description we were at last time. It was like, we're stunned and they can get out of it if you hit them, something along those
I'm
lines.
just glad that everyone's all right now. All the rest is in the past.
Right.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad you've got my back.
Yeah.
With that said, we should address the elephant in the room.
Am I crazy? Like, I know it's been a minute since we played Persona 5 and whatnot, but it still kind of feels like Makoto's voice actor has changed, at least in this game. Everybody else generally seems to have the same thing, so I don't know why. Maybe it's just me? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't stop bleeding. If someone loses over 50% of their blood, they're done for.
Well, maybe
I'm
children.
already at 30, 40%.
Well, if that's the case, you would already be done for, then wouldn't you, Chiloshir? Please.
I know. But all you're doing is making a fuss over a little scratch.
Ow! If you're going to offer me medical care, could you try actually caring? I'm wounded here.
Bruh.
So, those two over there are Irina and Toshiro?
Sadly, yes.
When I heard he was a Dyad member and opposed the Phantom Thieves, I certainly didn't expect this lively fellow.
Fair.
Yeah, there's a lot about him we don't really get.
Very true, Futaba.
Would you please not talk about me while I'm present? Like I'm some doddering elder?
But you are the elder.
Busted. Hi, nice to meet you. Sounds like you're caught up, but I'm Irina, and this is Toshiro. You don't have to pay him any mind, though.
Oof, immediate disrespect.
That's not your call to make! With that said, we've spent enough time fooling around. Perhaps we should begin discussing the situation in full.
I don't know what it is, but like Toshiro's model there, the black piece in his ear makes it seem as though it should be like a headpiece or something like that, whether it's an actual headphone or something along those lines. It makes him seem as though he should be more a Secret Service-esque with the general build that they have going on for him. But he's just a politician.
First, I'd like to address what you're all probably thinking.
Sure, this should be good.
What's the history between Toshiro and Marie, I would assume?
Well, that's not the worst, yes.
Yeah, actually, I was wondering that.
Yeah, you might, point that one out.
Marie definitely made it sound like you two had a past, but I couldn't pick up what the deal was.
This would go a lot quicker if you just caught us up already.
I mean, she did kind of just throw it out there at the end.
Or are you gonna play the amnesia card again?
Well, that'd be very tropish now, wouldn't it, Morgana?
I knew it. I've never heard anyone actually gulp in fear before.
If you don't have any intel to contribute, there's no need to concoct a fanciful excuse.
That's not entirely true. I can at least contribute the fact that I lost my memory.
That's not helpful. But
You really don't know anything about Marie?
Yes.
I don't believe.
Really? Nothing at all?
Yes.
Hey, is he starting to act fishy?
Indeed.
This reminds me of the interrogation Sojiro gave me when I stole his pudding from the fridge.
Oh, man. The way Sojiro acts, especially towards you, Futaba, I don't think he honestly cared all that much.
You know, Toshiro, I'm not just your comrade. I'm also the leader of the Rebel Corps. With that in mind, you know I can't turn a blind eye to a potential enemy agent. I really hope I don't have to think up a punishment for you being Marie's spy.
Ooh.
Wait! More accurately, I feel as if I should know her, but for some reason I can't remember.
Again, very convenient.
What you're saying is, you may not remember the exact situation, but you can at least recall that you have a connection with Marie.
Again, still not really all that helpful, but
Am
sure.
I getting this right?
Yes, exactly that. Miss Nijima, was it? You're an excellent summarizer.
Oh, thanks.
What a
Well,
high
it's
compliment.
not hard to imagine this just means Toshiro's engaged to the real-world Marie. But that's not enough for us to figure out everything else going on here.
And it's assuming Toshiro hasn't been playing us this entire time, right?
Exactly.
No need for the evil eye here.
Oh, it's just that we've seen a lot in our time. Lots of liars and frauds. Lots of people who regretted it.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Okay, we've razzed him enough. We know he's gotta be at least a decent guy. I mean, he had enough guts to go after Arena and finish the job, didn't he?
I mean, did he really, though, or was it just the adrenaline?
Yeah, that's true. He really saved our butts back there.
Oh, please, we had that under control.
Plus, if it turns out he's just another POS politician, we can always knock him around until he comes to his senses.
Yeah,
Ain't that right?
you nailed it. I'll leave it to you. Violence isn't the answer. Well, I'll leave it to you.
No worries there. I'll make him see the light.
Mr. Sakamoto, if I may, I need to apologize to you.
As the leader, surely we need to delegate to somebody else.
I had thought you were merely an ill-tempered, dead-end delinquent. I greatly underestimated you.
Great. Yeah, that's probably the first time I've been insulted in an apology.
I don't know.
So, Arena,
I'm sure you've gotten plenty of those.
Well, I guess I'm just not as nice as Ryuji. I'm kidding. What you did back there, that's all it took to make up my mind. As the leader of the Rebel Corps, I had to press you a bit, but I definitely trust you now.
I see.
You trust
I truly
everybody,
appreciate
Arena. This is not anything new.
Alright, back to business. Now that all the Phantom Thieves are finally reunited.
We are, unless you want to count Akechi in there, but hey, that's a thing, I guess.
Thankfully, our Phantom Thieves rescue mission was a success. So, I suppose you could go look for that portal in Marie's castle. The one Toshiro mentioned before.
Our deal's not through yet. I suppose that's true.
Wait, we agreed to help you remove Marie from power in exchange for rescuing our friends, right?
Fine, fine.
If we don't hold up our end of the bargain, we don't deserve to call ourselves Phantom Thieves.
I mean, but thieves is in the name, you know, morality and righteousness and whatnot generally is not the first things you think of when a thief, but sure, okay.
Does that sound right to you guys?
Absolutely. How could we leave without paying Marie her fair dues?
Yeah, you just want to beat up people,
Sounds
Makoto.
like you're ready to get back out there, Mako-chan. And I feel the same way.
You enjoy the bench, you know, that's all.
Leaving a mission incomplete would be quite unlike us. Not only that, but we always repay our debts.
Yeah, whatever you say, Yusuke, whatever you say.
Besides, looking for that portal while Marie's still skulking around is a pretty terrible idea.
We've had worse.
Count me in too. We team up pretty well, huh?
Oh yes, especially when you're basically like one-shotting enemies for me.
Hell yeah! Let's flip this kingdom upside down.
Sounds like it's unanimous. So, it's settled. We're sticking with the Rebel Corps to the end.
We already knew this
You
was
guys,
coming.
thank you. And I'll update my end of the deal.
Oh, really?
I'll make sure you get the help you need until all of you are back in your own world.
That's a bit of an ask on your end, but hey, I mean, if you want to throw it out there.
Seems we settled things rather quickly.
Shut up, Toshi. You're becoming like the new Ken right now. How does this even happen?
The alliance between the Rebel Corps and Phantom Thieves shall go on.
Why do you think you're the one to... Oh, never mind.
Yusuke and Makoto are now available for your party. Nice. New quest has been added. Hey, there we go. Quest time, you already know. We also get access to new weapons. I guess we could
How
go
about
ahead and
something
check
more
those
powerful?
out while we're here.
Please, take your time.
Okay, so you get the rifle. You probably can't say that YouTube would probably re-add it, despite the fact that it's a game, so let's not say we did, shall we? 11 range, that's pretty insane. Especially combined with your movement as well. 11 range plus your 7 movement. The damage is terrible, though. It is multi-shot, though, so it is actually a little better than what it actually says there. Makoto,
Make
how's
sure you're well
yours?
prepared.
6 range, 1 target, 1 shot. Not fantastic. It also has really not much range, especially if you don't pick up the 8 range version. Guess we should look at them as actual members before we write them off completely, shall we? Yeah. So Yusuke has 7 movement, 39 SP, basically non-existent, and 122 HP. That's pretty mid. Pretty mid overall. He does have 7 movement though. He gets gun damage up, which actually works with Joker, though how much I care about that, I'm not entirely sure. Makoto has relatively high HP, pretty meh SP. Of course, we can also upgrade that with giving her a sub-persona and whatnot. 5 movement, so she's as slow as Anne, which is not generally ideal. I would like them at least to be 6. I think that's relatively fair. Yusuke, what does yours look like? Summons 2 decoy units and allows you to move again. Increases the HP, further increases the HP. Having decoys later on could be good. Medium AoE, heavy AoE. Speed, not really sure how much that's going to do for us in this setting. Chance to knock down target when shooting from high ground. Not the worst thing. It is nice to be able to knock people down. That is a big thing. Ranged attack increases by 2, so really, Yusuke here is our sniper of the group. And Makoto, yours is just grouping everybody, definitely worthwhile. Charge and knock away all units in a straight line. That seems kind of strange, considering your whole vortex abilities is pulling people in, then for you to just eat them away. You do have natural AoE healing, which is definitely helpful. Greatly raised attack, not bad. When at max HP, movement increases by 2 squares. I mean, how much use am I really going to get out of that? That also requires her to be at 2 HP, or at full HP. It does give her the movement that she doesn't have back. I'm not really sold on either of those two just yet. But we'll go ahead and check out the quest here.
Alright, so now there's...
Are you just feeling stressed? Haru has an idea for blowing off some steam. Great. Well, I feel like I should do all the quests regardless. No, boy. Although if we do that, we'll probably end up having to buy better stuff for at least one of the two of them. We'll try and do it without buying anything for them, and if we really have to, then we will. Defeat enemies in 3 turns.
Alright, this is the one.
Well, you know, it gives us an excuse to make use of them, so why not? I'm feeling so restless, man.
Are you sick?
That was kind of random. I just want to go outside and move my body, but we can't because of all of Marie's armor. The constant worry and sneaking around all the time is stressful.
Yeah.
Well, if you're really looking to let loose, I do have one suggestion, more of a favor, actually. There's a base that belongs to Marie's army nearby. I'd like to take it out, but I could use your help.
So
Won't there be a lot of enemies there? It sounds a bit risky. We already canvassed the area and secured it infiltration. There's an open space inside, so the plan is to catch them off guard and finish them quickly. We held off until now because we didn't have the manpower. Now that we have more allies, though, we should be able to pull it off.
Oh, that's
Now we're talking. Just blasting our way through should do the trick, right? It's not as easy as you make it sound, you know.
I don't know.
I think I can help with it. My guns are most efficient at taking out a concentrated mass of enemies. Yes, me and Haru are gonna let some lead fly. We'd be helping Arena out too, so why not? Go wild on work. Go wild. I guess the two of you are experts at large area attacks. Just don't let your guards down.
All right, let's go.
Are they though? I mean, Haru maybe. 9 enemies? Well, you definitely got to make use of the AoE. I think I might honestly want to take Anne into this over like Joker. Just because she seems to do more damage. Although, I should definitely give them at the very least sub-personas for this area. Even if we don't intend on necessarily using them later, depending on how they perform here. I can still have them buffed up at least a little bit for the time being.
Which persona will you choose?
HP, SP, I mean anything for SPU for you would be worthwhile. Increased damage dealt to targets and cover, that seems like a good thing to have right now for you.
What would you like to do?
Although it might work better on
choose?
Haru here. Free, slight recovery, more recovery, damage dealt 50% is increased. Damage down foes, damage dealt to targets and cover. Of course, she is going to get less base stats. So is that worth losing the damage? That's the real question. Probably not. So just one that's slightly better. There's not too much of a loss in damage here. We'll go ahead and give her that for now.
What would you like to do? Are you finished?
Yeah, more or less, Laventa, more or less. Alright, so we got them buffed up just a little bit thanks to the sub-personas. So, what are we looking at here? Medium shock damage in a straight line. It has to be in a straight line, though. Increase knockback range, who cares? Haru, what is your looking like? Hypnotizes surrounding units, draws them towards the target, deals light damage in a small area. Yeah, it does like no damage. Lightning speed, increased movement by 2 squares. So really, hers is like just charging up and then making use of it that way. Gun damage is far better than your melee damage, as to be expected. I feel like Anne can more or less carry this for us with how much damage she should be doing. Alright, looks like the infiltration went smoothly. Now it's time to take them all out. I'll look at all of them. Time to let loose and knock some heads. Focus Skull, I want to do this cleanly and efficient. Yes. She's really getting into this. You better not fall behind. Futaba casually just coming in.
Let's mob him out quick.
Medium damage in a straight line. That's also your
I'll do my best.
real skill. You make use of Augie. That's only single target. I wonder if Aiden could just absolutely just obliterate these guys. Oh, absolutely. They have no HP. Be gone. Easy.
Really cleaned up. Enemy reinforcements. Be careful.
Now it's my turn.
Alright.
Show 'em what we got. Let's get in there.
Now get him, but that's not what I need necessarily.
Swept away the enemy.
There we go.
One hit. Nice strat.
Do I hit all 3 with this? Don't think I do, sadly. Nah, that does. At least it's that one over there.
Great stuff.
That's a different one.
Here I go.
And now you're not in the way anymore. Well, we definitely want to make sure to make use of your AoE here. That'll hit that guy, which will give us a 1 more.
Oh, wait a minute. Hit the enemy.
That really still counts as a resist, huh? Apparently, I can actually fire this all the way over there. That's pretty good. Better than I was thinking it was going to be in terms of a range. Although I suppose it would have to be.
Sweet moves.
Don't have enough for the voltage just yet.
Time to get chaotic.
Don't have enough range to hit those guys just yet. I can go ahead and get rid of these 2 over there, though.
And that takes care of them. You really hit him hard, Noir.
Oh, really? They're just gonna chill there? Well, I don't mind if I do. Well, you're just gonna chill right there if I do that. So, let's... Oh, you don't have enough range unless I use Psy? Well, okay.
I'll do my best.
I wonder if that actually steals their move or not. Something tells me probably not. Can I get rid? That'd be 56. Really? It's gonna be 1 point off if I have to use Augie here. That's annoying. Surely you'll land a crit somewhere in here.
Panther shots hit the mark.
You lived with what? What HP? Bruh.
Show you.
Alright, well that get rid of these 2, if we will.
Swept away the enemies in 1 hit. Nice strat.
And that also gives me my 1 more. So then I can go ahead and get rid of this guy.
Come on, enemy defeated. Beautiful, Panther.
I'm ready.
And you can, I mean, I guess you could hypnotize the guy, just get him out of range here.
You went for it.
Something tells me I'm gonna have like 1 more set of enemies, which will be annoying.
My turn.
Kinda need you to just get rid of this guy. Oh, really? You're 1 SP off being able to use
Now
it?
it's my turn.
Suck so much? Alright, well, this should be kind
Time
of
to
okay.
go wild. Captain Kidd!
I'll do my best.
Hypnotize, that should pull him out of the range at the very least. Gonna put horror over here just in case it spawns another set of enemies. I feel like it shouldn't though. Yeah, okay, that was just easy.
Nice work, everybody.
Those two probably could have done it by themselves, but hand being there just to make sure certainly didn't hurt. Probably could have used Joker there and it done just as well. Alright, there goes the last one. Unleashing all that pent-up energy felt great. I agree, in fact, I could even go for another round. Were you always this energetic? You're not secretly the athletic type. Not really, it's more like I get really absorbed with my work, even something like tending foliage.
But
I get that if you were swinging your axe, but what does that shooting have to do with that? Well, sure, it feels especially nice when you see the pesky weeds getting cleared out. I get so into that I'd end up uprooting and obliterating every last one. Is that so? Careful, Skull. She might cut you down too if you get in her way. Hang on, not some kind of weed. Don't worry, Skull. Your hair's getting pretty shaggy, so I'll only take a little off the top. Don't give me that look, Senpai, please. Alright, 20 free points. Don't mind if I do. Well, considering that one focused on Haru, surely this other quest here will focus on Yusuke.
Which should we choose?
Yusuke wants to remember what it was like to be brainwashed by Marie, but he needs some help. Sure. Yusuke, Makoto, and one other defeat the enemies in one turn. Oh no, not another one of these. Alright, well. I can't believe it.
what's going on?
Is there a problem? My memories from when I was under Marie's mind control, they're just gone. That's bad? Yes, it's such a rare and valuable experience, but I can't recall a thing. If I could just remember how I felt during that time, I know I could turn it into a work of art. I need to get those memories. I, for one, never want to experience that ever again. I'm glad I didn't retain any memories.
Ah.
Yes, I agree. It's better not remembering in this case.
I see.
Well, it looks like I have no choice to reproduce the experience. I might be able to express the emotions of those brainwashed by a dictator if I act. I'll need me to observe whether or not I'm playing the part act. Were you even listening? I doubt you need me for that. No, that won't do. I require some objective thoughts on the matter as well.
All right.
Makoto, you should join me so we can reproduce the experience down to the exact details. Me? Well, if we run into Marie's army, though, seems like an unnecessary risk. With my ability, I can freeze enemies in a pinch, and of course retreating is always an option. Don't worry, I made sure to account for all the contingencies. Be assured and follow my lead. Oh boy, I don't think anything we say is going to change his mind. It's probably best that everyone go along with it until he's satisfied. I have to say I'm a bit surprised though. Yosuke actually thought of contingency points. At least he's taking this mission seriously. In any case, we want to chip away at enemy ranks on the end too.
Well then.
Well then, I leave the rest to you. Looks like things have taken an unexpected turn. Let's just go along with it for now. Alright, how's this setup gonna be? It's a defeat in one turn, so it's gonna be a puzzle, like the last couple of ones have been. Okay. How's the setup looking like? Like Phantom, let's summon decoys. Rush Lion increases knockback range of melee attacks, who cares? Okay. Can use AM. The question is, good. Okay, so that's 3 easy ones to knock down. They're all chilling up here, so I can jump up there. I can knock one. I definitely need to like knock these guys into around this area for them, and then knock like a set into this guy. That way, 3 on this side, 3 on the other. And then I could have Makoto pull them all together and just annihilate them. Alright. I think this is okay. Did I give them support? personas I may not have. Just like Haru and Ryuji, at the very least I can give them the bonus stats for the time
Which
being.
persona will you choose?
Just light damage in a light area, sure.
What would you like to do? Which
It's really just to
persona
give
will
them
you choose?
The bonus
What would
stats.
you like to do? Well then, have a pleasant
What
day.
what would I like to do indeed, Lorenzo? Is that all you say now? Alright. I think keeping Anne here is fine, because it's really gonna play on these two, and then Anne's a bit more of a cleanup. So I think we're generally gonna have Yusuke run around, knock the guys down, Makoto's gonna pull them all in, and then Anne's gonna blow them away. That's the general idea. We'll just kind of feel it out as we go through. That's always what you want to do when you have one turn to make it work, huh? Ignorant masses, let me hear you squeal like the pigs you are. Fist of justice. How'd that sound? Something feels off. I think you included one phrase that wasn't supposed to be there. What the heck are we being forced to watch right now? Indeed. I think we just have to go with it until he's satisfied. I don't think we can be that casual about it. Look around.
Silence!
Hey you have some nerve insulting Lady Marie. Where'd they come from? I'm not letting you get away. Capture them all.
Hey,
How dare you interrupt us? I was on to something here, but if you insist on getting in my way, I'll show you no mercy.
wipe them out.
Alright. Can I eat? I can just yeet you over here, surely. The question is where I want to yeet this guy. Would I rather... Okay, yeah, I definitely don't want him blocking the other way, so down here you go.
Nothing but a stain upon my sword.
Nice! Keep it up!
Alright, now I can dash. Can I get this guy from over here? I can, but it's just gonna knock him down right there, I think. The camera angle blows. Can I run to the other side from here? I don't think I can.
You'll get no mercy!
Okay, so we'll have you then go ahead and... Can I knock you down from this side? Probably. Can't use Frey, but I can use Boofy from this area, I guess. That's not gonna knock him down, though. I need a knockdown.
Persona.
Hey, cannot reach that area. Okay, then. This hits at least 3 of them. Not gonna be able to knock that guy down. At least not in this general area.
I'll show no mercy.
Yeah, they really did not want... They really wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be able to use Anne like this.
Wipe them out.
Or at least my third character in general. Who would have thought they would want me to actually, you know, make use of our characters they wanted me to make use of? How? Surely I can use Frey from here. Okay, that'll pull those two together. That doesn't really matter, though. Wait, is this actually hitting him? I think this is hitting him. I want to say it's hitting him based on this, although it's going to pull him towards me. Does that count towards the get him? It does. Okay. So we can do Frey. That pulls him down here. Because of that, we get the triple threat. We should get just about everybody here. Everybody except for that guy on the bottom at the moment.
Whip them into shape.
I'm perfectly ready.
Can I hit this guy into range? We have to do this in one turn too, so I can't just nod is the thing.
Come, my other self.
Okay, so this will do it once more. That's not gonna kill. That's 35. That does probably about more or less the same. Man, I really need that guy to be able to get knocked into range here.
Nice position. You'll be well hit.
Can I hit him from there? I can't. This will get him, and I can get these ones out of the way.
perfectly ready.
I do kind of need this guy going, though. Okay, so if I did this, that hits everybody but the guy up top there. Although Anne should be able to blow him away with fire. And then I need to hit that guy down there. He's at full HP, but I believe Makoto should have the range to be able to hit this guy.
Whip him into shit. I go.
Can I get back over here? I can, but there's no way it's going to allow me back over there. So we still want something like this. This should count as me hitting the guy down there still. It does. What if I hop over this way? It's probably not going to make a better sight. That allows me him. Does not give me the access to the guy down there, though. So it's still better we do... no. Don't attack him. No. Dash. There we go. Almost through that. Okay. So this hits... Pineapple is the hit you as well. Okay, there we go. It hits everybody but that guy on the bottom. Which makes sure that I get rid of that guy. That'll knock him down, which will give Yosuke somebody else to get it once more on. Or at least he'll lose his resistance.
My turn.
You literally can't do anything. You have no range. Well, that sucks a lot.
Whip him into shit.
Man, I kind of needed you to do things here. That is really not good. Am I not going to have enough damage now because Bufu isn't going to do enough? You're not going to get knocked around like that either. You're still considered resistant. What?
I am thou.
You shouldn't still be resistant. Oh my, really?
My turn.
Cut them down.
Whip him into
I need
shit.
to make use of Haru actually might have been able to grab this guy. Okay, that would give me movement. That's gonna give me freeze, but I don't care.
No mercy.
Really?
I'm perfectly
Man, they really wanted to make sure that I can make use of her. I don't think there's any way I'm gonna be able to do enough damage to this guy, because unless I can move him in some way, shape, or form,
Whip him into shit.
cut them down.
I would need, like, Ray on myself right here. I definitely should have upgraded their skills before I went into this, but that'll at least be enough to down him. We did crit him, though I don't think it'll matter, like, at all. He is downed. I don't think I can actually get this guy in our triple threat here because of the fact that he's downed in the position that he is. So what if I do something like this and then yeet you over there? I don't think you're gonna be dead.
Oh, no!
He might be dead.
Okay, we're down one enemy.
He is dead. Gun damage is not gonna be enough to get him.
I'll show no
Wipe
mercy.
them out. Come, my other self.
That'll get rid of him. Oh my, I just needed the range of... Can you really not hit from there? You're not gonna be able to hit from there, are
We're
you?
down one enemy.
Whip him into shit.
Really? Because he's at... He is like 1 square out of range. You can't be serious. Fine. It was 1 square out of range. Otherwise, we would have cleared it on the first attempt. That's annoying. I don't think I need to buff anybody, though. I should be able to do it the way that I did it here. The real question will be whether or not I... Alright, fast forward through all this. We already seen this. I might be able to make more use of Anne first, because she's got limited use at the moment.
Perfectly ready.
Here I go. I'll show no mercy.
Nice move, Panther.
I'll
The
show
silent
you.
infiltration.
That knocks you down there, and that's all it does. That's what the most range I have, too. It will put him relatively weak, though. Although it'll give you the get 'em, and I don't necessarily want the get 'em if you can't actually get 'em after that. Do I have a line of sight on somebody else?
Nice
I
cover.
do, but he's considered resisted right now. Because he's on high ground. Okay, so we want you over here.
A successful attack.
And then we want somewhere along these lines. Over here, that could work. That guy being all the way in the corner is definitely not helpful. Maybe they'll push him enough into range where the pole can get him, potentially. We might be able to make that work.
That's a hit. Great job, Inari.
There's really no way I can grab this guy, huh?
Persona!
It will count as a get 'em. Do I need you having that right?
I'm ready. Whip 'em into shape.
And now has another
Nice position.
target
Well
here,
hit.
which I can hit this guy as a result down there. That should also take him out of resistance status.
Damn, Enemy defeated. Beautiful, Panther.
Also lowers HP just a little bit more for us. I gotta use some form of a pull.
Persona.
Really? Is that the only one I can reach from there? That doesn't seem right.
Persona.
Can I really not pull that guy out of... Really? Maybe I need to just upgrade to the one that gives me a larger AoE range in order to be able to pull people. No, it's because I didn't use the triple threat yet in order to be able to get rid of that guy on that side. That only gets me him. If I do this...
I'm ready.
I definitely done mess this.
Now you will feel my
That's a given.
Persona.
Frey was enough to be able to hit him from this one. Yeah, it's not gonna matter because I done messed up somewhere in this one. I messed up real early. Man, those dudes all the way in the corner that I can't pull or anything. I could switch to subs that have like hypnotize and whatnot. Could also switch out Aim. We're gonna do it. We've done every quest up until this point. I can't not at this point. The skill points are always refunded though, so I could use it just to get them. Do I really want you right there? That's the question. Or do I want you over here? But then it has to cover that because of how far you fling him. That doesn't really do anything. He's just gonna sit. There's the problem.
Time to raise the curtain.
That might work. I can use the get it as a trigger. That I still have to.
Here I go.
How did we knock this guy down last time? Did I just shoot him? And he got to eat it out of the way? Surely it wasn't goofing.
Time to
Frey,
use my persona.
Oh, that's what it was, right. It doesn't look like Frey actually hits him, but it launches him towards us. That's right, that's right.
Get ready to ride, Johanna.
Maybe I don't want both of these guys to actually hit with that, though. Though it does only knock one of them down for whatever reason. This guy is like just enough out of the way to be a nuisance.
Yes. Whip them into shape.
Cut them down.
You'll get no mercy.
This is
I'll
enough
show
to hit
you.
these two. It gets you another god, though it doesn't really help in the other sense. Do I want you having a god? I don't know if I do.
That's perfect. You'll be
If I
safe
hit
there.
you here, then I'll launch him. Think that's okay for me?
What?
Wipe them out.
Here I go.
Can you hit with Frey from there? You can not. I needed him to be more on this side.
Time to use my
Maybe?
persona.
Nah, still don't have enough range. Not being able to catch this guy in the
I'll show no mercy.
triple threat is kind of annoying. Using you to activate the triple threat is fine. It's definitely like I need to use the triple threat plus
I'm ready. Whip them into shape.
this hits just about everybody here. Still can't hit that guy in the corner there, which is what I'd really need more so. I'm still not going to be able to get that guy in that corner. I'm really... I'm thinking we switch Anne out for somebody, because clearly Anne is not doing all too much for us there. She's doing damage, but so far, I don't really need the damage in that sense. I just need more grouping abilities and the ability to group people in general. Which is making me think Haru. She also has a lot of range with her gun. Although Joker has a lot of range with his as well. The fact that I have to look through all of this again, is there really no better skip? Like it's just fast forwarding? That's kind of annoying. But I suppose it needs the time to load the level more than likely. Alright, so we don't need Anne. Morgana could work. I think Wind has some pretty decent range to it. He would launch people. Although, Haru being able to move people in general, though, that's probably better. I think this is going to be slightly better at the very least. Because now Haru can pull people for me. At least hopefully she can pull the people I want or need to pull.
I'll cut them down.
Here I go.
I'm ready.
What do you look like, Lasai? That brings you at the very least away. Although that gets you a get on, which I don't necessarily need. Being able to pull you out of cover, though. There's definitely some use of that. This, I could do that, and that would pull him out of range so Yusuke can immediately run over there. Maybe. Did me using my persona actually have me lose voltage? No, it just shows up differently. Okay, I can't get any closer. I can pull this guy out of range, though.
I'm perfectly ready.
What? That still gave him resistance? You gotta be kidding me. Because I pulled... No, he's shaking. Okay. It looks like it did, but it didn't actually. Okay, that's fine. You knock you back over this way. Is there a point to me knocking you this way? Oh, I guess it hits him. And then he loses his resistance. Okay, so there is a point to that.
You're doing great.
Which that gets me another one more. Maybe I need that guy to somehow hit this guy, but even then. I just need to be able to do enough damage to this guy.
Come, my other self. Wipe them out, Goemon.
So I need to, like, hit him, but then I also need to use this so that way I get to get him on him too to give me enough time to actually do enough damage to the guy down there. Is that it? Is Bufu more damage? Bufu is not more damage, although it says it'll kill. He is one of the people I needed to kill, so I think this is fine. I definitely could have put him in a better spot for the triple threat. That might actually be an issue, which is really not what I'm hoping for. Okay, so now we can fray. That gets... What do you mean I can't fray? Is it because that dude's not over there anymore that put him in range? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's not gonna knock him out of range, is it? Bufu will hit him, though. Okay, so Bufu, you.
Okay, we're down one enemy.
That only hit him. That didn't knock him out of the way, though. I needed him knocked out. My triple threat is non-existent. I needed him to move. Would the gunshot have actually moved him, though? Alright, that doesn't kill, though. Can I get him with my gun, maybe, though? I really can't fire down on this dude down here? Really? This only gives me access to this guy? Really? Does give me the get him. So, okay.
Take him out.
Is that even gonna do anything? Is that not just gonna... Gives me access to the triple threat there now. It doesn't actually mean anything. Everybody is down, but now everybody's out of range. Would this have knocked you out of the... Yeah, no, it just would have shot. I wouldn't have done anything.
Here I go.
Okay.
No way. Time's up.
Alright. I should have just hit the retry thing. That would have been quicker. We're gonna figure this out. I just need my brain blast moment, you know? Alright. Haru didn't really do all too much. Can't really upgrade them from the Velvet Room right here. I should have done that just to clear the quest and then re-unallocated the points, but that's okay. If we have to, we will. It's not a big issue. Shouldn't be, at least. You know, with your grenade launcher, you really don't have more access to these guys? Really?
Very smooth you are. You really are the beauty thief. You should be safe there, Noir.
So that would pull him out. The question is, do I want him to be pulled out right there?
I'll cut them down.
Oh, so apparently you have no range with... You just don't have the line of sight for these guys? That's what that is? Okay.
I'm perfectly ready.
There's no way I can, like, knock you that way, huh?
I'm ready.
Definitely feels like I need Makoto to be grabbing people more here. That's gonna pull you over there. Which is gonna get me the get 'em for you. Which I think is fine for us. Then this does not hit him, unfortunately. Is it not enough to pull you? No. Although, what if we switch to Yusuke here? Is that okay to launch him over there? Do I have enough range to hit him? I can't hit the other guy with my pole from there.
I'll do my best.
I'm perfectly ready.
What if I try and pull you with Sai?
Nice position. You'll be well hidden.
This brings you deeper. Which would... Then I can launch him that way. What if I go way farther out here? What if I do...
You'll be well hidden.
Okay, that doesn't have range. That's gonna pull him not right. It's just barely out of range to
You
make
should
it
be safe
happen.
there, Noir.
I can use this to pull him this way. Does that honestly help me, though? Not really, huh? This pulls him out of the way, but do I need it to pull him out of the way?
Behold my power.
Maybe Morgana would have been better for being able to fling people in different directions. That launches you over there. Unfortunately, I can't use a free there. Although I guess I can launch you and then hit him with the skill. That would kill him. That would knock him down. That still doesn't really help all too much here. Unless maybe I can use this, then knock him into the other way if he doesn't somehow... Okay, I mean, we can attempt this. This doesn't feel like a good idea, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Okay, that wasn't enough range to actually get him there. See, now I would need like a psi thing to pull him towards me here, except of course Yosuke doesn't have that.
Come, my other self.
Can I get him from here? He lives from that, but he dies to Bufu apparently. But then you're not gonna have your once more. And then that's not gonna do. Okay. Retry this one. Oh boy. It feels like I need to make more use of my third character. Though I'm not sure who's really gonna do that for me. I'm gonna say we try Morgana. At the very least, he can launch people, which could be the difference maker. I think Wind Magic has relatively high range as well in terms of being able to use. Of course, there is the launching factor too, which can also, to some degree, help extend the range for it.
Wipe them out.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Nice position. You'll be well hit.
Persona.
Can you really only hit from there? If I put you over here, you can't hit with your personas
Okay,
at
Mona.
all.
That spot should be safe.
People really be sending me stuff on recording. Feels bad, man. And this is why we don't put... Ah. So Garu, that will send him flying. It will push him out of the way, but he'll put it so I might actually be able to hit the guy with Bufu down there with this. Wasn't fantastic damage by any means, but we hit it.
Cut them down.
Is this enough for me to hit Bufu on the guy down here?
Time to raise the curtain.
You gotta be kidding me.
Come, my other self.
Do I really need medium range in order to get that? I do. Alright, well, fine. If it wants to be like that, let's just allocate skill points real quick so that way I can get access to the medium range on them. And that way I can then actually have more range to play around with. Yusuke, medium, small, light in a medium area, that's fine. Medium damage in a medium area, well that should more or less help us guarantee kills here. Makoto, medium, medium, light in a large, probably worthwhile, just to keep medium and a large, heavy in a medium. Alright, so this is all just to make that quest work out here.
We sure have a lot of choices. Understand?
Okay, so now we have access to more range and more damage. Surely that will be good enough. Surely. Yeah, don't you need me for that? Alright. Oh, that's enough. I should have just done it from the start. I was like, maybe I could do it. There's also like no penalty, like quite literally no penalty to upgrading them first before going into this. So I really should have just done it from the beginning, but that's fine. Morgana, I think launching for you is still probably fine. They do specifically mention Joker, that is true, and his gun does have a lot of range.
I'm perfectly ready.
Here I go.
Alright.
Get ready.
Okay, Mona.
We'd still have you launch him out of the way. That only hits him right there. That's not enough to hit the other guy. And just barely not enough range to actually grab that guy. Do we want you to do it is the real question,
Wipe
though.
them out.
I mean, they did kind of... I mean, the way Yusuke said it would seem to suggest they wanted our third to be more or less just a spectator in all this. How much I believe that to be the case, I'm not entirely sure. Should have gave him a second persona for the poll as well. That's gonna launch him that way, but I'll beat him that way. There's gotta be a better way about going to do this. Alright, this one actually has the large area coverage, so now this will hit all three of them right here, which was something that wasn't happening before. And it'll get the once more as a result. It still puts him out of range for me. Can I hit anybody with the persona here?
Nice position. You'll be my other half.
Can still launch him this way.
It's over for you.
Is there not a way that I can hit the medium here? Like, what if I use Mabufu from here? Does that actually hit him? I hate these camera angles, dude. I don't think it will. He's still slightly too far away. I would still need to be able to push him slightly farther. That just launches him that way.
Here I go. Leave it to me.
This will at least push him towards the other guy. Think this is okay.
Oh, this looks promising.
And now we can hit him with the Mabufu, which gets me a get him on the guy down there.
Okay, we're down one enemy.
Is that really not enough to actually get it? Okay, so now I can hit you over here. That's fine, because she should still be able to pull you, especially with the large range.
That's a hit. Great job, Inari.
I am thou.
Okay, that's enough to get you.
And the enemy falls. Let's see it again, Fox.
You'll get no mercy. Let's do this. I'm ready.
You're still in the ring. Oh my. Is he actually gonna not get flung down there? And he's gonna live? No. Surely not. Okay, that should be enough to get him. It looks like it will be, but I'm not sure I actually want that third one to get hit there. Though I don't think I have much of a choice in the matter. To be able to reduce the range enough for him not to get hit. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna have to hope that she has enough basic damage in order to make this happen now.
Time to use my persona.
Spray my Bufu. Her Bufu is the one that does more damage here.
Clean eliminated the enemies. A total
Alright,
beatdown.
literally one enemy. Tell me I can triple threat this man. We can. Okay, he's the only one left. Okay, good. Who would have thought all you needed to do was upgrade your characters so they had more range for him? Should have just done that from the beginning. I was trying to get away without having to do it, even though there's literally no downside to doing so. But I guess I just wanted a challenge for myself. What can I say? Now that we've taken care of those who got in our way, let's start from the beginning again.
What?
Well, we're still doing this? Obviously, I haven't reached the state of brainwash. Can someone tell me what sort of things I said while I was in this condition? It might be worth starting with the copying what I said. Marie made you call yourself an inconsequential dirt poor brat. What? How could she? Hey, it's okay. You shouldn't take what she says to heart. You know that, right? Dirt is the source of all things beautiful and nurturous. I won't allow anyone to insult it like that. Well, that's what you're upset about? I was hoping to understand brainwashing deeper, but alas, maybe this is one thing I'm unable to comprehend. A shame. Turns out this matter was far too dreadful for me. I shall give it up with a heavy heart. Alright, we're done here. Let's head back. Did we just do all that for nothing? Maybe just don't think about it. It's only going to make it worse. Get some 20 more points. That's alright. Makoto being able to pull that many people is really good, especially for the fact that it immediately breaks resistance. Man, I think it'll just be switching out between her and Anne, really, at this point, from what I'm seeing. Because Vortex is just really good, and Anne having infinite damage is also really good, as it turns out. Can we make use of any more of their skill points? Maybe. Increase the power and extends the range by 2 squares. I don't think I'm really using hers, though. Medium damage, medium coverage, but we're already a medium damage large area. May as well just go for heavy damage in the large area because it still works. This is literally just worse. This is the same damage. It costs 12 more, which is still a lot, but it also hits everyone in a large area. And then we could just use these to increase the damage of it even more. Yeah, I mean, is this not just the way to go? Giving her SP recovery is definitely a thing. Yusuke, I don't really think I care. Heavy damage in a medium area. This is just heavy damage in a small area. This is just better. The only thing better about that is literally just less SP. Which is definitely still a thing, don't get me wrong. That still is a concern to make use of. But, yeah, no. We can go ahead and do the talks while we're here. Although the mission itself will probably be in the next video, but we'll go ahead and do the talks while we're here. It's quite impressive how you managed to stand up to those legionaries without any persona of your own, Arena.
Not exactly.
Well, as I said before, we were barely keeping up against them before I met you. We lost so many comrades, and there are still those who are held captive as we speak. Like the ones back at the plaza? Man, she's messed up in the head. All that comes to an end real soon.
Yes.
Right, we're not letting Marie have her way any longer. I intend to devise a strategy for whatever hardship we may bear in the metaverse. In fact, I already begun working on a plan for vanquishing the entire enemy army in one swoop. I knew we could count on it. Queensy here is our residential martial artist. She's scary enough to silence a crying baby with just glare. Sorry, I'm what? What I meant to say is she's our resident brains of the group, and so nice, right? No, that's all you, Morgana. As for myself, I have Goemon to rely upon for stopping foes. By honing in on an enemy's weakness, I find my advantage.
Ah,
And once those weaknesses expose themselves to me, I bear down and pierce them with vigor. Ever the warrior, ever the steady, ever the weirdo, ever the weirdo.
Hey.
What weirdo?
Oh.
Well, it's true that you can be rather particular about things. Yes, I certainly can't deny that. Take your outfit, for example, Arena. While it may not be glamorous, it's sturdy and streamlined. I suspect it's highly functional as well. A truly elegant design in the end. Are the buttons made of stainless steel? No, brass perhaps. What's the concept behind them? May have a closer look. Oh my. Okay, I see what you mean. At any rate, let's team up so we can get out of this sticky situation together as fellow comrades.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I swear on this flag of mine that I'll fight till the very end.
Of course.
And we intend to return the favor. That's how we operate.
Ah,
In that case, I'll be counting on you, fam thieves. That might be a good time to check everyone's equipment and skills to make sure we're ready for the next fight. Really? You don't say, Morgana. You don't say. The Kingdom's Marine. Did you see that smirk on Marie's face? Just thinking about it, it's making my blood boil. I swear I'm gonna wreck. You and me both. I wonder if she's really the shadow form of a real-life Marie. She has to be. I don't think so. I have no idea. A shadow form? I don't think that's necessarily the case. Yeah, what Mona said about this place not being a palace has been bugging me.
What about...
So if there's a treasure somewhere, then we might be able to change your heart. Can you tell by your scent or something, Morgana? You know, use your animal instincts.
Hey!
Stop treating me like some kind of beast. And besides, I still haven't sensed any treasure around here. I didn't see anything that could have been it when I was brainwashed either. What about the calling card? We never sent one to anybody. Maybe there just isn't a treasure for you to sense.
No,
All the calling card does is cause the treasure to materialize so we can steal it. If one doesn't exist in the first place, we can't expect a calling card to help us here. Assuming that place is a palace in the first place and Marie's ruler,
I don't understand.
it still wouldn't be a good idea to try and change her heart without knowing what kind of person she is in the real world. I suppose that's true.
But
Well, none of that changes the fact that we're gonna have to go toe-to-toe with her eventually. So what you're all saying is we have no idea what's going on. But we do know that we have to beat the crap out of Marie, right? Right, Yuji? Why am I not surprised? Must be nice coasting along with just one brain cell. Since we don't want to cause any mental shutdowns, we should go about the Marie situation with some care.
Hold on.
Okay, so we'll just carefully beat the crap out of her and make sure she survives. So a shadow has a change of heart, but a calling card is used to make treasure. It's not the first time, probably won't be the last, but I have no clue what these guys are talking about. You following any of this, Toshiro?
That's
Well, I'd see how anyone could. I'm so lost I can actually feel a headache coming on. Yeah, same here. Despite that, I know there's no alternative but to accept and grasp the truth of what's unfolding around us. Otherwise, we'll continuously fail to keep up with their conversations and they'll ultimately consider us to be simpletons. Oh, real. When they're done talking, I'll ask Miss Najima and Miss Sakura to explain things to me in layman's terms. That way I can catch you up to speed with a quick lesson and Q&A session.
right.
I could even throw in a short quiz or two to ensure the lesson took that way we can go back and recover any missed points. Now I'm starting to get a headache.
That's enough.
I'm doing this for your benefit. How can you be so mature about something so important? What are those two squabbling about now? Good question. Good question. The power of the flag. Let's... I gotta say, I was so impressed with Toshiro earlier. The way you stood your ground in the face of the enemy, you really earned my respect. Really, it wasn't that big a deal. Well, maybe a little bit for one. You actually look cool, don't let it go to your head. I really like that play. Oh, that's enough flattery for now. I merely did the right thing. But you're complimenting the flag. I mean, it did turn the situation around in an instant. It's got some incredible abilities, but we know next to nothing about it. I totally thought only Arena could wield that power. What's really going on? I don't have an answer to that either. All I know is I felt so extremely desperate in that moment. I didn't do anything in particular to activate it, so it may have well been the flag's doing entirely.
So that's
I see, so while we may not understand the flag's working, it's clear that we'd still be suffering if not for its aid. I guess so, but Reno, that's one fine flag you got there. Yeah, if we're dishing out praise, then it's really thanks to Arena since she passed the flag to Toshiro. Yeah, what a leader and what a flag. 3 cheers to the true stars of that battle, Arena and her flag.
What?
Is there really not a single shred of praise left for me at this point? I have to say, it's true that I fully trusted Toshiro to succeed when I handed off my flag. Maybe when I passed it over, I shared my feelings with it somehow. Say there's a possibility that the flag has a mind of its own. Perhaps it started to develop sentience. What if it started talking to us all of a sudden? That'd be something. I think we'd rather have Morgana around as the only talking weird thing.
Hey.
Who are you to be calling someone a weird thing, huh?
Okay,
Alright, there's no point guessing about this stuff. For now, let's just say the flag's great and move on.
What did you
Seriously,
say?
we just moved completely beyond that. We did. And because that quest took a little bit longer than it probably should have to actually clear, we're gonna go ahead and save it here. That way we'll get a full mission on the next one. Appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you guys then. See ya.